Hello everybody, it's Ben Larry here. I really believe and I really hope that more and more people will begin to question the legitimacy of government. Because I don't see why I should have to do as I'm told. I never agreed to that. I never agreed to let somebody else govern me. I never volunteered into this. I never asked to be a citizen or a member of society. I never agreed to conform to all these arbitrary rules which they call laws. What's that got to do with me? Who are these people? Where do they get this authority? Where do they think they get this authority to impose their will upon people and make you do as you're told and force you to conform? What gives them that right? Nothing. I don't acknowledge it. To me, it's completely illegitimate. And your membership to society is supposed to be voluntary. That's the idea. They don't want you to know that, but it's supposed to be voluntary. It's a social contract. The idea is that you voluntarily surrender certain natural freedoms and certain natural rights in order to become a member, a citizen of a society, in order to gain the greater protections and benefits and civil rights that comes from being a member, just like any club. It's supposed to be voluntary. It's supposed to be a choice. That's what it really is. But they don't treat it that way. They treat you as if you've got no choice. They treat you as if you're property, as if you're a slave, as if you're a subject of Her Majesty the Queen, whether you like it or not, as if you've got to do as you're told, as if you were born a subordinate. They got no right to do that. What gives them that right? Nothing. Who are they? Says who? I've got to do as I'm told. Says who? I've got to pay taxes if I don't want to. Says who? I've got to wear a seatbelt in a car. Says who that you can do this and you can't do that? And what gives them the right to force you? Because if you don't do as you're told, then they come to your house with guns and handcuffs and they physically, violently force you to comply. And they extort the money out of you with a gun. And if you still won't do as you're told, they'll throw you in prison or shoot you. That's criminal. That's extortion. That's not okay. It's a mafia racket. It would be okay if they just revoked the benefits. If they just kicked you out of the club. If they revoked your membership. That would be alright. If they said, fine, you don't want to do as you're told, you don't want to comply with the law, fine, you're on your own. We're not going to protect you. You're not entitled to the services and the benefits of society. You're on your own. Get out. That would be okay, because that's what any membership club would do. They just kick you out. Right? They cut off the benefits. That would be alright. But in reality, they don't do that. They come to the house with guns and handcuffs and they physically, violently force you to do as, you know, to impose their will upon you. It's not alright. And I'm so passionate about this because I think if the more and more people just started pondered these ideas and just thought about it and just, you know, people's eyes would open to the reality of what this is. Because we're so indoctrinated, we're so hypnotized, we're so trained not to question it. You know, we're raised, and the public indoctrination system, the school system, you know, teaches everybody from a young age to do as you're told. We're trained to do as we're told. And it's so hard to question it. But, you know, I think there's people like me. I don't know whether it's, you know, my generation, or I don't know whether, you know, there's something that's just going on in the collective consciousness. I don't know whether, you know, it's the internet revolution that's waking, you know, to me, I don't see why I should have to do as I'm told at all. I don't see why a government is necessary at all. I don't see that they've got a right to force me to do as I'm told. I don't take it seriously. I don't consider their laws to be binding upon me. Why should they be? I don't want to do as I'm told. I don't want to contribute my energy and pay taxes into a society that invades other countries and starts wars and bombs people. I don't want to participate in that. Nor should I have to. We're all born equal. If you want to govern yourself according to your own code of ethics and your own conscience of what's right and wrong, then you've got a right to do that. You're not born as a subject to some government or some royal family. We're all born equal. Why should you have to do as you're told if you don't want to? You don't. If you look down from space from a space telescope, there's no political borders, there's no countries, there's no nations, there's no such thing as that. If you look down from space, there's just land mass and oceans. That's it. In reality, that's what we're born into. We're just born as animals onto the land, basically. And then these creations, these political associations and borders and governments, they're just ideas. They don't exist in reality. They're just in people's minds. It's just a confidence trick. It's mind control. We've been hypnotized. None of it is real. And so, I don't consent. I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't vote. I don't want to be governed. I don't see why I should have to do as I'm told. I don't want to be a citizen. I never asked for none of it. I don't want to participate in any of it. It's disgusting. The wars are disgusting. And the fact that they physically force you to do as you're told, whether you like it or not, is criminal. Is criminal. And the faster and the quicker people realise that, and become clear on this, and realise that's what's going on, then the faster we can wake up from this dream. This crazy, illegitimate dream called government. Here's to a new beginning. Bye.